A passenger was trapped inside an airplane bathroom for an entire flight. The record for the oldest dog ever is being challenged. And a January 6th rioter is allowed to delay prison time in order to finish a fencing job. These are the weird stories for Thursday on Weird AF News, the only daily weird news podcast hosted by a comedian inside a closet. I got 3 weird news stories from around the world. Let's go! A passenger was trapped in an airplane bathroom for an entire flight. What a nightmare. This took place on SpiceJet Airlines. I've never heard of SpiceJet Airlines. I don't know how confident you can feel flying an airline whose slogan is red, hot, spicy. I mean, that's okay for a salsa. I don't know if that's okay for an airline. When I saw SpiceJet Air, I thought maybe it's owned by the Spice Girls. It'd be pretty cool. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you what you want, what I really want. I want a cheap flight. Do you want to get trapped in the bathroom? How cheap is the flight? It might be worth it. You know, I don't know if being in the bathroom the entire flight is so bad either. There's probably more legroom than economy. And you can poop at the same time you're landing. I mean, how cool would that be? Okay, Jonesy, you're going off the rails already, and we're not even a minute into the story. Can we learn something about this poor passenger? Did they survive? Are they okay? Did they get a refund? Or was the airline lame like they usually are? Oh, so sorry for your inconvenience. Here's 12 sky miles. SpiceJet Air. Now, this article begins with a question. You thought sitting in the middle seat was rough? A SpiceJet passenger had the crappiest flying experience ever in history after getting trapped inside the lavatory for nearly the entire flight. SpiceJet is, as you imagine, a budget airline. They made a statement addressing the involuntary downgrade to the bathroom seat. They said, quote, a passenger unfortunately got stuck inside the lavatory. Hold on. This is SpiceJet Air, okay? I'm going to do an impression of the SpiceJet airline spokesperson. Probably speaks a little spicy. A passenger, unfortunately, got stuck inside our spicy lavatory for about an hour. So spicy. Now, the passengers being unnamed for some reason, they reportedly went to use the lavatory shortly after takeoff on a 1 hour and 45-minute flight from Mumbai to Bengaluru. Oh, this is an Indian airline. Ooh. I don't know if a flight within the country of India is the best place to be stuck in that bathroom. A plane full of Indians? You know that bathroom's might be a mess. Because you guys know Indian food? Hey, come on, guys. Indian food. It's a little spicy. It'll put you in the lavatory. All right. Okay, back to the play-by-play. It says, however, when the passenger unnamed attempted to leave the lavatory after doing his business, the door would not open due to a lock malfunction, effectively trapping the passenger inside the bathroom. The crew and other passengers desperately attempted to free the flyer from his outhouse arrest, but to no avail. As a result, he was relegated to the great honey bucket in the sky for nearly the entire flight. The honey bucket in the sky. I like that. I call it the dump seat. I'm just a question. Can't you just kick open that lavatory bathroom door? I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, I would just kick the damn thing. I'm pretty confident I could kick open the bathroom door of a 737. They don't seem to be very secure. They're not that thick either, which, you know, we could all complain about how thin bathroom doors are on airplanes. You're like, this is the time you want it to be thick. And I would just kick it open. Be like, sorry, not my fault your door isn't working. Captain Home Slice, fix your damn door. Boeing has been having major door issues this year. I don't know if you know this. There was a story, I think it was the first week of the new year, that a door like popped off in mid-flight. And I didn't cover it because I was just inundated with stories that I thought were much more weird than that. But now, I mean, I might as well just mention it. So, doors not working with Boeing, and I think their stock is sinking as a result. Okay, back to the lecture at hand. In an attempt to calm the passenger during his in-flight encrapment. Who wrote this story? A lot of puns in here. Okay, in-flight encrapment instead of entrapment. Very good. Very clever. Crew members, in order to calm the passenger, slid a note under the door. I'm going to read the note. It's great. It says, quote, "Sir, we tried our best to open the door. However, we could not." Yeah, as if the passenger didn't know that. Like, well, what's all that rumbling and shaking of the door? Okay, the note continues. "Do not panic. We are landing in a few minutes, so please close the commode lid and sit on it and secure yourself. As soon as the main door is open, an engineer will come. Do not panic." Says do not panic twice in here. I mean, okay. I mean, even if at first the guy was not going to panic, if you write do not panic twice on a note, I'm pretty sure the passenger's going to panic. And whatever's going on in there, I don't think a letter's going to calm you down anyways. Oh, I was panicking, but your note totally calmed me down, especially the part where you spelt yourself, URSELF. That's when I knew I was in the hands of pretty high-level professionals here on the job, the way you spelt yourself. Hey, you know what? If you're going to slide a note under the door to calm the guy down, include a Xanax with it. Maybe that'll work. Or send an honest note. Like, "Sir, it's okay to panic a little bit. We're like 89% sure you're going to be okay, and we'll get you out of there as soon as we can." The article says his solitary confinement finally ended upon landing, as you can imagine. A couple engineers boarded the aircraft and broke open the spicy door, rescuing the commode captive from his outhouse arrest, after which he received immediate medical support. And the airline has since issued this flyer a full reimbursement for his poopy imprisonment. Way to go, Spice Jet. The oldest dog ever has his title suspended. The world's oldest dog ever, named Bobby, who died in October, reportedly aged 31, has lost his title as Guinness World Records investigates his claimed age of 31 years old, according to a spokesperson for the company. They say, quote, "While our review is ongoing, we have decided to temporarily pause both the record titles for oldest dog living and oldest dog ever, just until all of our findings are in place." Can you believe a dog would try to run a scam like this, trying to play it off like you're the oldest dog ever? How dare you? Well, the egos on these dogs. They're trying to break records. They're trying to be Instagram models. So vain, so vain. These Gen Z dogs, I mean, it's unbelievable. I miss my millennial pups. You know, they're not on their smartphones in the dog parks. They live in the present moment. Not always trying to take selfies with you. Okay, well, Bobby's age had initially been confirmed by the Veterinary Medical Service of the municipality of Lieira, which is a Portuguese government-authorized pet database. They claimed he had been registered in 1992. He was reportedly 31 years and 165 days old when he died in October, according to the Portuguese government-authorized pet database. However, some suspicions began to emerge soon after Bobby's death regarding the evidence that reportedly proved his true age. A spokesperson told the media that their formal review by Guinness occurs when a record title is challenged and involves analyzing existing evidence, seeking new evidence, reaching out to experts and those linked to the original Guinness World Record application. So Guinness itself is doing the investigation because of certain reports here. And I mean, you probably could have done the investigation by just looking at the photo of the dog and just knowing how long dogs live. 31 years old? I mean, that's crazy. 21 years old is pretty long. They're saying this dog lived a decade beyond that. I mean, it's highly unlikely. We have here Bobby's owner, Lionel Costa, who said he was 8 years old when his dog was born in 1992. He told the Guinness World Record in February that there were many secrets to the dog's extraordinary old age. Yeah, many secrets to the, such as he did the old dead dog switcheroo. You guys know about the dead dog switcheroo. The classic dead pet switcheroo. That's what you do. You have to do that sometimes when a pet dies and your child doesn't know about it. And you don't want to upset the child. Daddy, why does Rocky the rabbit look so different? So much smaller. Well, honey, Rocky took a little accidental spin in the dryer, so Rocky's a little smaller than before. But Rocky will get back to his original size and weight. Don't you worry. And it is still Rocky. I know the spots are in different places as well, but the dryer tends to do that, you know. If you've ever you put a red shirt in there with your whites, you know how there'll be spots all over the place. Anyways, honey, the dryer will do that. It's the same rabbit, I swear. Now, we have some details about the dog, Bobby. Bobby was a purebred Rafiero do Alentejo, which is a breed of livestock guardian dog. These breeds have a life expectancy of about 12 to 14 years, according to the American Kennel Club. So that should have raised a red flag. Bobby spent his whole amazing life in Conqueiros, a small Portuguese village about 150 kilometers north of the capital, Lisbon, often wandering around with the local cats. Bobby always roamed freely, according to his owner, without a leash or a chain, lived in a calm, peaceful environment, and ate human food soaked in water in order to remove the seasonings. Wow, maybe poor old Bobby would have lived longer if you fed him normal dog food instead of soggy human leftovers. But what do I know about Portuguese purebreds? It says here the previous record holder for oldest living dog and the oldest dog ever was held by Australian cattle dog named Bluey, who was born in 1910 and lived to be 29 years and 5 months old in 1910. Well, I mean, I question the veracity of that record as well. It's 1910. I mean, people can doctor photographs and whatnot back in 1910. It was easy to put forth illusions and lies in 1910. Now, what are we learning here? We're learning that, Guinness World Records isn't exactly a legitimate historical society here. They'll just pretty much accept flimsy world records as long as you pay them a little bit of money. So, which makes me want to sort of submit my own Guinness World Records, as most podcast episodes recorded in a closet. I think I'm nearing upon 1,700. By the way, I had a dog once who lived 14 years. It's a pretty good lifespan for a dog. His name was Rocky, and I used the name Rocky as the name of the fictional pet within this story as an homage to my dead dog, who I miss. Yay! Want to create a podcast? Spotify's platform lets you easily make, record, distribute a podcast everywhere, even earn money, all in one place and for free. It's called Spotify for Podcasters. Record and edit on your phone or computer, send it to Spotify and everywhere podcasts are heard. They even have video podcasting options as well. Spotify for Podcasters allows you to earn money with ads and subscriptions too. Best of all, it's free. Try it. Download Spotify for Podcasters or go to spotify.com/podcasters to get started. And good luck with your podcast. Good luck with your life, man. A judge is allowing a January 6th rioter to delay prison time in order to finish a fencing job. Well, nice to know that, I can finish my work if I ever commit insurrection. We're going to delay Jonesy's prison time so that he can record a few weeks of the Weird AF News podcast in advance. So we have this story out of Pennsylvania. A Shippensburg man who pleaded guilty to breaking and entering the U.S. Capitol on January 6th, 2021. The man can report to jail a week late because the central Pennsylvania weather prevented him from finishing a job a federal judge recently ordered. Mark Neely, age 52, will report to prison on January 21st, a week later than his original prison date, because he wants to finish a fencing job for a client. Well, I mean, no need to punish the client that needs a fence done. I mean, incomplete fences will get you nowhere. You have to Very important to finish the fencing job. No. You can't just give the gig to another fencer. You got to allow this guy, Mark Neely, to finish the fencing job. This is ridiculous. I'm going to guess this guy's white. I mean, this is like ultimate white privilege here. Your Honor, my client needs to delay the prison sentence, okay? He got accepted into a tournament. It's a cornhole tournament, and it's in 5 days. If you could just let my client participate in the cornhole tournament. He placed second last year, and he's really confident he can win it this year. Okay, that sounds reasonable to me. He only entered the U.S. Capitol building. He only tried to commit a coup. That's all. Please. Finish your hobby before you do prison time. It's ridiculous, man. Here's my impression of Mark Neely's brilliant lawyer. Your Honor, my client can't go to jail right now. He needs to finish the rest of defense. The defense rests. Mr. Neely requested he begin a 2-week federal prison sentence on Monday. It's nice he requested. Yeah, I'll go to jail, but can I go on my own timeline? It says, because of the snowfall on January 6th and 7th, as well as the warmer temperatures that followed, the ground was too soft and muddy to install a residential fence, which was apparently a job he was working on. Okay, all right. Now, look at it. I know fences need to be fixed, but also there's license plates out there that need to be made, Mr. Neely, so get to work making those license plates. And by the way, can we stop calling them rioters? All right, it wasn't a riot. It was a coup, all right? It's an attempt to overthrow a structure, an infrastructure. A riot is like, a riot is like breaking into stores and grabbing Air Jordans and running away. Or maybe that's looting. You know what I mean, though. Anyways, it's good to know this guy, Mark Neely, is into fencing. He likes fencing because there's going to be a lot of fences in his future. Tons of fences and some barbed wire. Hey, weirdos. As you know, caffeine fuels me. It fuels my life. It fuels my podcast. I drink a lot of cups of coffee, but I also have acid reflux, and I have luckily found another source of caffeine. It's called Magic Mind. It's a new elixir that I've incorporated into my morning routine. It's a nice coffee alternative that gives me the energy I need and the focus as well. And I don't have to drink that fourth cup of coffee. I can just take the little green shot. Magic Mind gives me energy without the jitters and without that acid reflux. This green shot is delicious. It has healthy ingredients such as matcha and vitamins B and C. And for my listeners like me who are coffee addicts like me who would like to try a healthy alternative, this helps you cut back on the cups of coffee. Use my campaign for January. Magic Mind, you get 1 month free with a 3-month subscription. So this will help you crush your New Year's resolutions. Have Magic Mind be your assistant at the beginning of 2024. Go to magicmind.com/Jan Jonesy. That's Jan Jonesy, and use the code FunnyJones20 for an extra 20% off, which gets you a total of 75% off. And this offer only lasts till the end of January. So try Magic Mind. Go to magicmind.com/Jan Jonesy and use the code FunnyJones20. Crush it. Yay! Hey, my friends and loyal listeners of the Weird AF News podcast. Thanks for spending some time with us today. Appreciate it. Tomorrow's Friday, so we'll be doing the Florida Friday episode. If you come across any weird Florida stories from this past week, please don't hesitate to send them over via email, funnyjones@gmail.com. You can also slide them into my DMs on Instagram @funnyjones as well. Perhaps you would like to call the show and leave a nice voicemail saying hello and introducing yourself. Maybe you have a take on one of the stories that I've done the past couple of days. The number 646-450-2012. Don't hesitate to reach out to Jonesy and say hi. Appreciate that. If you'd like to support the show, please consider subscribing to Magic Mind. I did a whole segment on it earlier. So I'll also put a link to that in the description of this podcast for you. You can also support the show by buying Jonesy cups of coffee from my website, weirdafnews.com. You can also join the Patreon at weirdafnews.com as well. Or you can download the Patreon app on your smartphone, do a search for Weird AF News. I'm the only one on there. So, yeah, you can join the Patreon. All of these ways you can support the show, or you can just listen. That's okay, too. You can listen twice, actually. Download it twice, and I think that's better for my numbers, maybe. I don't know if it works that way, but it might. What do I know? I don't know about these sorts of technologies. I'm just an innocent bystander here recording a podcast in a closet, trying to do the best job I can, guys, with the limited skills that I've been given by God. Anyways, I appreciate you, and we'll see you tomorrow for Florida Friday. And good luck with your life, man.
Hi, I'm sure you can hear that I'm listening to your podcast in the background. I've been listening to you for a while since I became visually impaired. Super excited to finally leave a voicemail, and I want to thank you for making my everyday life humorous. I would love to continue listening, and I'm considering joining the, what's it called? Patreon. Yeah. Or I'll just buy you a cup of coffee someday soon. Love you. Thank you so much.
Now, this particular message represents the very first interstellar travel advertising, apparently.
Hey, Jonesy. It's Annie from Rhode Island. Currently driving into work during a snowstorm, so pardon the noise here. But I was just listening to your most recent Florida Friday episode, and I thought for sure you were going to break into song using the Talking Heads' This Must Be the Place song. And I hope one day you do it, because, oh boy, is that relevant. They always think that must be the place to hide their meth and their crack. All right, have a good one. Talk to you later. Bye.
Jonesy, this is Captain Bye. I'm here to help you. You need a little learning. So, I'm here to help you learn the parts of a ship stem to stern. You don't fire a ship over the bow. On a boat, it's the bow, don't you know? But if you're a girly man, you might have a bow over your can. On a boat, the rear end's called the stern. So remember the things that you've learned. Okay? On a boat, it's the bow, not a bow. I hope you remember, don't you know? The parts of a boat you should learn. On a boat, the bum's called the stern. So I say to the weirdos, as heartfelt as I can, shiver me timbers, and good luck with your life, man. Well, blow me down.
Do 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 da 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 da. This is the future speaking. Jonesy, I'm often alarmed by your take on certain things. For instance, the story about Nutella. Don't you know that in the future, everyone will have two names? They'll have their birth name, such as Nutella or Miracle Whip, but they'll also have their television name. This is a name which causes the cathode ray to resonate. This has been a message from the future, and this is the future speaking. Do 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 da 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 da. Thank you.